We have a problem. We're living in an age of manufactured outrage, an age of infinite connection and infinite hate. We've all seen it. The comment sections, the political pile-ons, the anonymous accounts that exist for one purpose: to tear others down. We call them trolls, we call them haters. We dismiss them as miserable people, and we move on. But in doing so, we miss the most important question: why? What creates the hater? Is it just bad people? Is it boredom? Is it the anonymity of the internet? Those are all surface-level answers. The real answer is far more terrifying, more uncomfortable, and more personal than you think. Because the mechanism that creates the hater exists in all of us. To understand the hater, you first have to understand the work of psychologist Carl Jung. Jung had a concept he called the shadow. We've talked about this before. The shadow is the dark side of our personality. It's a trash bin in our subconscious where we shove every instinct, desire, flaw, and weakness that our conscious mind deems unacceptable. The lazy part of you, the aggressive part, the insecure, weak, and arrogant part. You're not a bad person, so you repress it. You lock it away. But the shadow doesn't disappear, it just waits. And it finds a way out. The most common way? Psychological projection. This is where it gets uncomfortable. Projection is a defense mechanism where you take the parts of yourself you cannot stand and you start seeing them everywhere, in other people. You aren't just noticing a flaw. You are reacting to it with a level of visceral, emotional, irrational hatred. The person who is infuriated by lazy people, they are often projecting a deep-seated fear of their own unlived laziness. The person who can't stand arrogant braggarts, they are often projecting their own repressed desire for attention and validation. The character traits you despise most in other people are secretly your own. The hater, the troll, is a person who is drowning in their own unacknowledged shadow. The internet hasn't created their hate, it has simply given them an infinite mirror. But sometimes projection isn't enough. Sometimes the shadow is so powerful, the unacceptable urge so strong that the mind has to build a stronger fortress. This is where we go one level deeper. This is where we find the hypocrite. Psychologists have a name for this. It's called reaction formation. Reaction formation is not just hiding a secret. It's a defense mechanism where a person doesn't just repress an unacceptable urge, they passionately adopt the exact opposite position. They don't just hide their shadow, they build their entire public identity on attacking that very shadow in the world. This is the psychological engine that drives the most notorious hypocrites in history. The fiercely homophobic politician who is later discovered to be in a same-sex relationship, that is a textbook case of reaction formation. The unacceptable urge was so strong, his mind's only defense was to become its most vocal public enemy. He wasn't just lying to others, his own mind was desperately lying to itself. The health and wellness guru who is utterly obsessed with purity, who attacks anyone who eats sugar or processed food. They are often battling a terrifying, repressed desire to binge. Their rigid public purity is a desperate defense against their own impure shadow. The person who builds their entire identity on being moral and righteous, look out. They're the ones with the darkest, most repressed impulses. So let's go back to that dark comment section. When you see a hater, you are not looking at a person who is strong. You are looking at a person who is in excruciating psychological pain. Their inner world is at war. Their repressed shadow, their insecurity, their jealousy, their feeling of failure is so powerful that they cannot bear to look at it. So they project it outward. That successful artist they call a sellout, they are projecting their own fear that they gave up on their own dreams. That attractive person they call fake and ugly, they are projecting their own deep-seated, agonizing insecurity about their own appearance. That happy couple they cringe at, they are projecting the profound loneliness of their own failed relationships. Every hateful comment is a confession. Every act of trolling is a desperate, twisted cry for help. It is the sound of a person trying to destroy the mirror because they cannot stand the reflection. So, what do? When it comes to others, you now have the ultimate tool: compassion. Not acceptance, but compassion. You realize their hate has nothing to do with you. You are not the source of their anger, you are just the target. Their attack is not a reflection of your worth, it is a confession of their own pain. Seeing this disarms them completely. Their weapon, their hate, no longer works on you. But the harder work is not looking at them. It's looking at yourself. This is the final, most uncomfortable truth. The hater is not just some other person. The shadow is in all of us. So I want you to do this. Think about that one person, that one type of person who drives you insane. The trait you just can't stand. The loudmouth, the phony, the lazy person, the know-it-all. Got it? Now, here's the question. Where is that a tiny, hidden, unacknowledged part of you? Where are you a phony? Where are you lazy? Where do you desperately wish you could be the loud, confident one in the room? This is the work. Not to become that thing, but to own it. To accept that it's a part of your human complexity. Because the moment you own your shadow, it loses its power to control you. The moment you accept your own capacity for laziness, lazy people stop bothering you. The moment you accept your own inner phony, you stop obsessing over phonies in the world. The hater is a person who has declared war on their own shadow. The path to peace is not to win that war. It's to sign a treaty, to integrate, to accept, to understand. The goal is not to be a good person. The goal is to be a whole person. And in a world full of noise, outrage, and projection, becoming whole is the only true act of rebellion.